Okay, everybody. Well, we got an excitement thing going on here today at Fresh Picked Acres. Delia, what are we doing?
Planting strawberries.
Planting strawberries. Sure. What do the roots look like on those? I mean, it's kind of both ways, isn't it?
Yeah, this one's good.
That's a very good root on that.
But you can see these here are not good.
Yeah. Well, we have some that we know that are transplanted and had a chance to grow, and then yet we also have some.
You can see this one has nice new growth in the middle.
Whoop, there we go. Say it again.
This one has nice new growth.
Oh yeah,
middle.
you can see a crown starting to form in there. Yeah. Well, so we are doing something. We don't have a water wheel transplanter. We did not show you how we laid the plastic here, and that's for good reason, because it's the first time I ever use it. And one thing I know is don't try to show somebody what you know, what you don't know. So anyway, what I done, we are planting them offset 18 inches apart. It's a 30-inch raised bed, and we did go ahead and we were under advice through a friend of ours, and also noticing Farmer Dre. Visit his channel, shout out Farmer Dre. Packing it in, making sure it's solid. So we went over these beds 3 times before we actually laid the plastic, and then I dropped in a little bit of more of a root starter fertilizer to get these guys kind of going, because they are awfully weak. And I took the garden hose after I dropped a little bit. I'm just dropping a little bit in each hole of the starter, in each hole. Then I filled up each hole with water. Delia, how's that going right now? Is there still plenty of water in there?
They're seeping into the ground.
So do you need some more water?
Yep, that would help.
All right, let me go up here, turn this valve on, because we're wanting to do like what the water wheel transplanters do, where it dumps a half a gallon of water every time it pokes a hole in. That helps pull in the roots into the soil, and that's what. And so I got ahead of her here, and I've been working on the next row. Let me go ahead and turn this line on. I am watering all of the rows right now, so I have that on. Let's go back here. I got a leak, but it's temporary leak. There's White Dog. My dog's names are by color. Delia has hers with real names. So let's go ahead, and just like the water wheel transplanter, I'm just dumping water right in there, so it goes ahead and pulls the root into the soil as it goes down. And it's a wet mess, isn't it, doing it that way? Yeah. But I think it's better. I think it gives the plant the best chance to get that covering, and I think it goes faster, don't you?
It does. It does, because I was having to, with it being dry, it would collapse in itself, and I would have to try to scoop it out.
And you're not really getting and you're getting air pockets and things like that, whereas this, we're doing it the other way. So let's go up here. I'll show you this was recommended by a Facebook friend, Cody Meisner in Mount Vernon, Missouri. And I made this device based on his recommendations, and it's 18 inches center, and I cut 2 45-degree angles on it so it would pierce into the plastic easier, giving us a perfect hole to plant the strawberries in. So I'll show you. Let me put this on my head here, and I'll show you how this works. Basically, I've already got one hole done for my measurement, so I'm using it to, I just push it in, and this would work in any situation where you want an exact spacing and don't own a water wheel transplanter like so many of us don't do, and I can go right on down the row. Now, coming to this side, down here, I can go faster because I've already got the 2 holes. All I'm looking to do is have everything staggered. So instead of me actually sticking it in every hole, what I'll do right here is just go and do my skip, and I'm accomplishing 2 holes at the same time. Yeah, I think that's working out. And of course we had a calf get in here, so he gave us some bonus holes. There'll be a lot of weeds come out of that spot, but anyway, this is what we're doing. And so now we have a nice staggered bed. Initially going through and getting the staggering right. Then I'll come back in, drop in a little bit of liquid fertilizer and primarily water, and get these plants off to the best start that we can. God. What I'm using is a Spoon's Plant Marvel Nutriculture spoon feeding fertilizer, 1245 10 plus, and I'm weighing up an ounce of fertilizer. Yep, there we go. 1 ounce of fertilizer, and putting that into a gallon of water. I know a funnel would be a good choice, wouldn't it? I wish I had one right here. So, like I said, just doing an ounce of this, shake it up very well, and I'll finish filling this gallon container up with another gallon of water, and we'll go out there, and I'm putting a little bit in each of the holes as I get started, but it's called Super Start. Okay. It's like all you're doing is working for me right now. It doesn't take long with the water.
But I still try to pack them down.
Yep.
Jack is a man of his era. Girls, no matter their age. He is one of the few
bottom.
quite old.
Here's something you didn't know about Delia.
Bob's mother, Vivian, was
She is a big fan of murder mystery, the Dateline type stuff.
father Howard,
So we are entertained daily with Dateline, and
I need the information.
yeah, you need the information. Some people listen to radio, which she does.
Bob got out.
But she is a big murder mystery person. And if zombies were to ever come out, that's happening too.
Many fathers of that generation, Howard Hansen was stern. Law and order.
Moving down. It goes quick.
His father, over some transgression, rolled him up in a floor rug, trapping his son, and left him. Howard seemed to delight in his son's failure. So much so, he bribed Bob's driving instructor to bail him on his first driving. Bob did not talk much about his strained relationship with his father, but the message from Dad to
I think I need to, wait a minute, I need to put some more water in these. Yep, we're moving. Let me give these guys some water.
Your jug so that we know where you're at.
Well, it helps when you have a person taking them out, don't it?
Yep.
You just set them beside the hole there.
Bob loved to drive around. They would race their parents' cars. Cherry red Corvair for Jack and a 56 or 57 Dodge with rounded fins for Bob. He dreamed of
All right. Let me get ahead of you on this, and
I'll put this one.
yep, you go and get back to planting. Get back to work. All right, and I'll bring the water with me. That way you'll have water.
Bob graduated high school in 1962, and that September, second floor to the London College near New York. There, he
I think those have water.
major in chemistry, and perhaps most significant, questions language classes. But Howard was he was Bob. Where best friend Jeff joined them. At the hospital, Jack and Bob were hired as occupational therapists, basically giving counseling. Use their jobs as directors.
Okay, hand me some.
Working at the mental hospital. Bonnie Walk was way out of Bob's league.
Yep.
Smart, vivacious. She worked in the same ward as Bob and carpooled with Bob and Jack.
Bob and I'd ride with her. Bob in the front seat, me on the back, in the back seat.
Not much. It has roots, but no dirt came up with it.
Okay.
You want some dirt?
Merciful
Now you can put,
In the hole.
female driver.
How did she take it?
yep, dump some dirt in it.
I think she took it all right.
In stride. But even so, Bob
You
was
were paid.
It's all right. I've seen that by a lot of guys, that their stuff is kind of below the plastic. Let's see how we do. Mark this spot.
I would say I misjudged Bob.
A lot of these are below the plastic.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, that's all right.
Because the outside was built more than the...
Yep. I'll get the leaf to where it's shining.
After graduating from college, college, Bob followed his dad's wishes to pursue a career and enrolled at Northwestern University. It was 1966. According to Jerry Takasono, his mental school
Get that root down in there.
Bob was courteous, a good student,
There we go.
and a caring person.
He had an eidetic memory. In other words, for that, he had photographic memory. He knew a lot of stuff and had a lot of stuff, in his brain. Bob said that it was a double-edged sword because he never forgot anything, good and bad.
Jerry says Bob rarely ate in the school cafeteria.
It's going faster than I anticipated.
Pretty nice. My impression was that
Yes.
he didn't want
The ones that have left.
Kind of iffy. That's all right. Here you
There
go.
was always somebody else. There wasn't anybody he had a fast impression.
There was one other thing that stuck out to Jerry. Students went to lab dressed casually.
There we go. At least give it a fighting chance.
My advice after
I'm not pleased with this company.
Yeah.
probably like 6 months dissecting a cadaver,
All right, I better get back to my job. I'll take one more.
Bob worked every day, even in dissection.
Yep, they don't have a lot of root on these,
But his same student every day habit followed
but we'll see what happens.
Northwestern to the halls.
That's kind of why we're putting that
By the way, the dark
that one fertilizer with it, just the starter, because we think it really. Yeah, I need to get going here. Let me go ahead and get 2 of them, and I'll water them for you.
She told me that the letters he wrote
Another one, which is the runner that.
Yeah, that's a nice runner. Okay, there you go. Probably when you're ready to switch, I'll have to go get some more juice.
first, Bob's father asked Bonnie what she saw in his quote to her son. Bonnie defended.
So it's really the runner. Yep, just kind of poke it in. There we go.
Inside the plastic. At least it's not going to be hot, that hot. That it's
Yep,
gonna cook
it's
over.
not going to cook.
best friend Jack was best man Jack. Nice guy. Totally blew my best man speech at the reception.
Decided to pursue an MBA in accounting. Like his father before he became a sugar.
We have 2 rows done, and basically 6 flats to go still. So we're going to finish this up tomorrow. We have puckas to deliver. Delia had herself a farmer's market to do in Auburn. I think we're going to close things up for the evening. And but you know, there's not much root on these strawberries, that's for sure, but altogether they're going in, and I like the idea of filling it with water and letting that suck down the roots into it. So the first plants we planted yesterday, you know, they're looking all right today, so we'll see how we do. But we'd like to see a little more growth going in to November anyway. But all right, we'll finish this job up tomorrow, get a deer fence around it.